And that's all the more reason to figure out a way of looking for a cyberspace sort of 2.0 architecture where we can build in security. Yes, sir.
So my name is Jim Weingarten. I'm with a software company, and I was just curious what your take on the whole net neutrality discussion is of late.
I don't have a take on it. I'm neutral on net neutrality. I'm afraid I can't answer the question well for you.
Hi, Richard. My name is Elizabeth, and I'm here as a freelance journalist. And my question is, how do you think the government's doing on physical security in general and with integrating physical security with IT security?
Well, the government is not doing a great job on integrating physical security with IT security, but then very few people are. There's a convergence that can take place, obviously, particularly on authentication and authenticating people into facilities and having that same process used to authenticate their access to networks and where they go on the networks. But that's frankly been very slow. And in general, I think there are lots of parts of the government that still don't get the need for physical security. You know, it was over 10 years ago that we had the Oklahoma City bombing. And standards were put in place then for the security of future government buildings. Lots of government agencies have asked for and received waivers on those standards or have just ignored them. And there was a story last week on ABC TV that the State Department had bought a new 22-acre site in Beirut to build a new American embassy in Beirut. And they had bought that 22-acre site in the middle of a neighborhood run by Hezbollah, which suggests to me that some people still don't get the need for even physical security. Last question.
Hi, my name is Juli. I'm a freelance journalist from Germany. And I don't know if you're aware of the fact that the German government is currently discussing having Trojan horses installed on terrorists' computers or other criminals. Do you think this is a good idea to have some sort of illegal tools installed by the government?
I think it's a very good idea to have the governments have access to terrorist computers. What I don't think is a very good idea is to have the government have access to those of us who aren't terrorists, especially if they don't have warrants. So I think the important thing here is to recognize who the enemy is. The enemy is the terrorists. The enemy is not the citizens. Thanks very much.